Hey everybody, this is Justin Cole, BHM Hockey. We have got the uh, 10U AA Bulls versus the Nashville Flyers coming up here in just a few minutes. Finish examining the ice. The kids are down here lined up, ready to go. And we will be with you shortly. Stand by. So we got a 3-minute warm up. Uh, I'm sorry that I put the wrong team on there. This is the Bandits, not the Flyers. So got a 3-minute warm up real quick. We will get going with the Bulls versus the Bandits. As always, Bulls would like to thank their coaches, Coach Oren Herget, Mike Jesdemir, and Coach Chris Arns. Thank you guys for all you do for our kids.
All right, Justin, we're just about to get started here. About a minute left of warm-ups. Game 2 for today here in Duluth, Georgia at the Atlanta IceForum. Is that right?
Yeah, we saw a lot of good things this morning, or earlier this afternoon, out of our offense and our defense. A lot of good pressure, a lot of communication, good passing, and defense staying disciplined and sitting at home. So let's see if that translates up to this game, and hopefully Bulls skate away with the win.
Yeah. So a couple of clarifications from our last game. Neither Justin nor I were sure what the tiebreaker rule was. So during league play, if it is a tie, the game just ends in a tie.
And they split the league point.
And they split the league points. So for every win, you get 2 points for the league. For every tie, you get 1 point each team. So no tiebreakers until we get to the playoffs. Also, talking to the coaches after the last game, it looked like we had a penalty, a 10-2 penalty calls. So,
wow.
Obviously we spent a lot more time in the box than the Huntsville Chargers did. And I actually learned something from another parent who just told me recently that if for some reason our team ever gets to 12 penalties in a game, which, goodness, I hope we don't get there, the coach is actually was actually tossed for the game.
Really? I didn't know that either.
Yep. So finding out all sorts of good stuff.
Yeah.
In between games, and just hopefully we never have to find out what that looks like.
Yeah. So here we go. We got Brogan Turley going to be in net. Looks like Big Ian Farragut's going to be out there taking the face off. I see.
We got Finnegan at right wing.
I'm trying to find. There's Finnegan.
We got Philip Gross at left wing, the big Swede. We got Jackson Bowles on defense, followed by Ethan Gray on defense.
There you go. Sorry, too many buttons and I couldn't find the people.
So here we go. Puck drop's about to happen. Face-off won by the Bulls. Sends it back to Jackson. Jackson takes it around the back of the net, tosses it up to the boards. Ian takes it up the boards, gets it into the neutral zone, takes it across into the offensive zone. He takes a shot right off the goalie's stick. Ian passed it up. Phillip trying to get there. Finnegan doing a good job battling right there against the boards. Phillip gets it over to Finnegan. Finnegan just can't quite get a stick on it. Finnegan keeps it into the neutral zone after a big battle with Ian. Phillip takes a shot right off the goalie's pads. Finnegan with a poke check. Ian with a shot right off the goalie's face mask. Ethan can't quite keep it in. Jackson chases it down. Sends it back into the neutral zone. Bandits have to reset, and we get an offsides call. I'm not sure why he went ahead and threw that, but gives the Bulls a chance to reset. Nixon takes it across into the offensive zone. Sends it across to Henry. Good look, just not quite there. Tyson tries to put one on net. Bandits trying to clear it out of their defensive zone, and they finally do. Oh, and Nixon just levels a guy into the wall, and we have a delayed penalty on Nixon. I believe this will be his first trip to the penalty box this during league play. I don't remember him going last time.
No, I think that's the first. But a lot of good pressure already, a lot of good physicality. So
A couple of good shots already, and
just got to be disciplined.
close to getting in. So it looks like we have Tyson facing off at center. Henry at right wing. Jackson and Ethan staying out on defense. Jackson shoots it up ice, knocks it out of the defensive zone. Good pass by Tyson over to Henry. Can't quite connect. Ethan's able to give it a little kick. Jackson battling it out. Jackson passes it up to Henry. Henry takes it off into the offensive zone. Shoots it over to the middle to Tyson. Just blocked off by the Bandits. Bandits getting it into the neutral zone. Ethan flings it over to Tyson, wide open on the right side of the ice. He flips it over to Ian in the middle of the ice. Ian's got a shot, and Ian scores! Ian Farragut with his 4th goal today, first of this game. So we now have a score of 1-0. So 9:07 left on the official game clock. Score 1-0. Dylan Hunt taking the face off, and he wins it to Ling J. Kong. Elijah able to move the puck a little bit in the neutral zone, pushes it up the boards. Bandits send it up. Hayes tries to cut it off, but can't quite get a stick on it. Hayes does a good job lifting the stick, getting around the boards and battling. Gets us up to Dylan, who sends it cross ice over to Nicholas. Nicholas trying to make a move on a man. Sends it over to Dylan, who's waiting at the blue line. Dylan Hunt comes around the right side. Puck goes behind the net. Bandits take control. Ling J sweeps it away, up against the boards. Hayes swipes it right in front of the goal over to Nicholas. Bulls are able to clear the defensive zone. Looks like they caught the Bandits with an offsides. Ian's able to win the faceoff, send it back to Jackson. Jackson's going to pass it right up the boards, trying to get it to Philip Gross. Can't quite connect. They put it right in front of the net, and Brogan swipes out and grabs it. Great job by Brogan, realizing that puck was screaming towards him. A lot of friendly fire there. Ian taking the faceoff for the Bulls. Wins the faceoff and immediately ends up back in Brogan's glove. A little bit more lively here. They got some music on in between the breaks. Makes it a little bit more fun for the crowd for sure. Ian wins the faceoff again. Over to Jackson, who sends it straight up the boards. They end up not getting the icing call. Jackson sends it straight into one of the defensemen. And we get an offsides call, it looks like. So the Bandits have another offsides. Got Nixon taking the face-off for us. Henry Arns pushes it up ice, gets it into the offensive zone for the Bulls. Nixon battling in the corner. Sends it middle of the ice, right in front of the net. Try to get it to Tyson. Bandits all over the place. Hayes is battling against the boards. Can't quite get a stick on that one. Hayes poke checks it away. Quickly gets back on defense. Bandits send it up the boards. We got a 3-on-1. Shot to Brogan. Brogan makes a good stop. Hayes passes it around to Tyson. Lingjay's able to take it behind the net. Does a good job getting it up to Henry. Bounces off Henry's stick onto Nixon. Nixon pushes it into the offensive zone. Working through 3 Bandits. Wow! And we got a goal waved off, but I'm pretty sure that went in. Nixon working through 3 Bandits and a goalie. Just absolutely puts the rush on.
Yeesh. That was.
And we have no goal there, but that was. I could have sworn I saw it in the back of the net.
Well, it was bouncing still. It was still alive. Nobody covered it, but they whistled it dead. So
kind of a quick whistle there by the refs. So we have a face-off here with Dylan Hunt. Bandits pass it across neutral zone, and nobody home for them. He sprints across and gets it anyway. And tripping on the Bandits, delayed penalty. Now we have Dylan taking the puck up ice. He shoots just wide. As soon as the Bandits touch it, we will have the penalty start. So tripping call on the Bandits gives the Bulls a power play advantage. Ian taking the face off. Finnegan at right wing. Phillip pushes it back to his defenseman, Lingjay. Lingjay takes a shot, gets it right up to Ian. Phillip takes a shot. It's blocked by the Bandits. That's a 2-on-1. Lingjay swipes it away. Not quite. Just Hayes and a Bandit. Bandits take a shot. Looked like it bounced in, but it just bounced wide. Bandits put it back in front of the net. Bounces off Hayes' skate. Finnegan trying to corral the puck, get it over to Ian. They are able to clear the zone, but can't quite connect with their own players. The Bandits get another good push on. Lingjay poke checks it away. Sends it around the back of the net over to Finnegan. Finnegan carries it over to Ian. Ian gets it over to Phillip. Phillip back to Ian. Bandits poke check it away. And the goalie looks like he's corralled it in. So 4:46 left. 2 seconds left on the power play for the Bulls. Score 1-0 Bulls. So we have Nixon taking the face-off here. And the Bandits are able to clear the defensive zone for themselves. Tyson takes the puck over into the offensive zone. Cross to Nixon. Scrum in the center. Henry takes a shot almost through the 5-hole of the goalie, but not quite. Jackson sends it back up to Henry. Henry dumps it back into the offensive zone. Nixon goes up, tries to block. Bandits send it back around to Henry. Henry gets back to Ethan. Ethan takes a shot from the defensive position. Followed up by Tyson with a rebound. Not quite. The Bandits now charging towards their offensive zone. We're going to have a tripping penalty on Jackson, I would imagine. And there it is. Jackson got a stick in there, just trying to play some aggressive hockey, and got a stick in there and ends up in the box.
I got to say, though, great passing, great communication going on out there. They've made some really good runs, and, the score really should be 3-0 at this point.
It really should. Had a lot of good looks. Nixon can't quite get that face-off going. Bandits have to retreat out of their offensive zone. Nixon takes it in the neutral zone, passes it up to Henry. Hayes and Lingjay backing up. Henry quickly catches up. Hayes knocks it down with a stick. Lingjay does a good job of knocking that one loose. Hayes tries to knock it up ice. Henry Arns takes it around the back of the net. Flings it up to Lingjay. Gets it up to Nixon. Nixon carries it across center ice. Just poke checked out right before, and Lingjay carries it across, giving the Bulls an offsides.
Loving the aggressive penalty kills,
Man, it's fun.
Loving that. 8 seconds left on this one.
It's fun. It's fun. So now we got Ian, Finnegan, Tyson, and Ethan all on the penalty kill. Brogan with a glove save. Fantastic stop by Brogan. Reaches up and snags that one out thin air. Bulls are going to change the line again. Keeping fresh legs out there. Penalty kill is finally over. Bulls win the faceoff. Ethan sends it up best he can. Just out of the reach of Nicholas's stick. Jackson, fresh out of the box, tries to get a handle on that one and can't. Bandits taking around the back of the net. Trying to come around the corner of the goal. He just can't quite get there. Do a good job of centering it there. But Jackson's there to block off the pass. Nicholas tries to take it up. And Brogan with a stop.
I'm going to chalk it up to Elijah not feeling good that he ran his own teammate over there. We can hope.
Hey, it's, look, the aggressive play. He wants the puck. I like it. All right, Ethan taking the face-off here. Ethan wins the face-off. Gets it up to Finnegan. Right off Finnegan's stick, but gets into the offensive zone for the Bulls. Finnegan tries to corral it in. Able to center it in front of the net. Not quite, Phillips not quite able to wrangle it in. Wow, Lingjay steps up, swipes that one away. Ian tries to grab that one with his glove, knocks it down. Great athletic play there by Ian, gets it over to Phillip. Phillip tries to get it over to Finnegan, who's got it on his stick. Finnegan gets a shot off, tries to get it right past the post, just can't quite connect. Finnegan battling against the board still. Tries to center it again for Phillip. And Nixon comes in and grabs him one. For as active as Nixon's been, that's his first goal for the day. I'm glad to see him get one because he's been a game changer the entire time. And
he's been hungry. He's been hungry.
Definitely. He deserved that one. It's about time he got his goal. So Nixon will, again, take the face off after that big-time goal right there. We have scored a 2-0 Bulls with 1:20 left. Henry with a shot. Wow, Ethan with a good job of keeping it on offensive zone for the Bulls. Tyson sends it around, trying to connect with Henry. Henry tries to come back around to the backside of the goal. He centers it for Tyson. Ethan takes a shot. Jackson keeps it on in the offensive zone to Henry. Henry backhands it. Goalie got lucky, kind of had it right up underneath his pad. I don't even think he knew it was there.
Yeah, that was point blank. That was, good heads up reflexive play by that goalie, but great job by the Bulls just making that centering pass and trying for that good stuff right in the slot.
Lots of pressure, dumping it back in front of the net. Guys are there. Goals are going to happen when you play that kind of hockey. So Ling J dumps one towards the net. Nicholas battling over there with a stick. Nicholas steals it. He takes a shot right off the edge of the goal. Goalie's doing a good job of keeping that right side of the goal blocked up with his pad. You hear Coach Mike over there telling Ling J, take shots, take shots, take shots. They want the defense to take shots. Now we got a 2-on-1. It's always tough. And anytime you get a 2-on-1 like that, first one misses. Bandits are able to grab the rebound, and with 16.7 seconds left here in the first period, the Bulls give away a goal. Hayes got kind of spun around there. Ling J was chasing. Hockey's a quick twitch game, and those things happen. Ian wins the faceoff. It's over to Jackson. Jackson passes it back up to Ian. Ian gets it back into the offensive zone. Finnegan with a backhand towards the goal. Ian behind the goal tries to get it right back to the center of the net, but can't. And we have the end of the first period. Bulls with a score of 2-1.
Well, good disciplined play. Let's make sure. Let's see. Hope they keep it up and keep everything going.
Yeah, this is a fun back and forth game. Bulls have really kind of owned the offense so far. See if they can keep up the pressure and really keep it to the Bandits. All right, ready for period number 2. Ian wins the faceoff, sends it back to Ethan. Ethan passes it up to Finnegan. Finnegan gets it over into the offensive zone. Finnegan knocks it away with a poke check over to Ian. Ian centers it. Unfortunately, right to a Bandit. Still battling right there in the offensive zone for the Bulls. Ian like a wrecking ball, just breaking up that mass of black jerseys. Ethan dumps one towards the net, but hits a Bandit player. Puck crosses the blue line, so the Bulls will have to reset. Ethan does a good job dumping it back in after everybody gets across. Another good job by Ethan keeping it on, and now Ian's got a shot. Poke check by Ethan. Jackson chasing it down, sends it back up the ice. Got to be careful, though, not to get the offsides there. Because of the line change, we did not get the offsides there. Jackson battling against the boards. Nixon picks it up, sends it up ice to Henry. Henry looking across ice to Tyson. Just a little too far for Tyson to reach. Tyson and Nixon caught in the scrum across the side. Hayes steps up, tries to poke check it away. Henry takes it, working through the center of the ice. Flings one towards the net. Tyson sends it back to Lingjay. Gets right past Lingjay's stick. Now the Bulls are on the chase to keep from having the icing penalty. Nixon able to corral it in. And the refs say that's a clean trip. So Brogan finally gets it in control. Gives the Bulls an opportunity to reset. Sorry about the clockwork, guys. We're at 9:30 on the game clock. We're going to let this clock run and catch up a little bit on our broadcast. So Dylan Hunt will be taking the face-off for us. We have Nicholas at right wing, Elijah at left wing. Sorry, we got a little position shifting. We're on a penalty, so got too many men out there. Nicholas will be center. Nicholas with a block. Bandits have a 3-on-1 advantage against Nicholas. He's going to try to carry it into the offensive zone, which he's able to do. He takes a shot, dumps it towards the goalie, bounces right off the goalie's glove. Not sure what the whistle was for. The puck was not stopped, and it wasn't offsides. We do have 46 seconds left in this penalty kill for the Bulls. I'm not sure what the whistle was for. So Coach Oren is having some questions over there with the referee. We don't really understand why the whistle was blown, but it was. So we're going to go with it. Face off won by Ian. Passed around to Ethan. Ethan does a good job of kicking it across to Finnegan. Bulls aren't able to keep it in the offensive zone. They're chasing on defense. Ethan does a good job of catching up with him. Great job by Brogan and Ethan, Ian, all of them really doing a good job of keeping that puck out of the net then. Brogan's still battling over there, and we finally get something called.
Yeah, penalty on Ian. They're going to get Ian for that shoulder check.
Yeah, so Bulls head back to the box. Still have 12 seconds left in the first penalty. And now we will have a 3-on-5 advantage. Bulls are switching out for some fresh legs.
Poor number 5 on the Bandits was just, they were being left for dead by the ref. Like the ref didn't care. He couldn't get up.
Well,
he managed to skate off, though.
He calls a bogus deal over here with our goalie, and then Brogan's getting pummeled over here, and he doesn't call a thing. So All right, so 5-on-3 for the Bulls. We have Tyson, Henry, and Nixon out on the ice. Nixon taking the face-off. Oh, and the Bulls are able to clear the zone, which is absolutely fantastic. With 3 seconds left on one of the penalties. Henry does a good job of just corralling the puck and getting it back over into our defense or our offensive zone. So one penalty kill is done. So we are back at 4-on-5. Henry takes it, passes it back up ice. Hayes Hallman on the chase. Nixon pops it back up ice. Hayes changes direction. He's able to corral it in. He's going to take a shot, but it's blocked by the Bandits. 5 seconds left on the second penalty. Henry absolutely levels a guy in the middle of the ice. And as soon as we come out of one penalty, we are going to get another penalty. Henry absolutely leveled this kid, but I really don't think it was purposeful. It looked more incidental to me.
Yeah, I think he was skating with his head down, but even so, 47 is down. He's hurt, so we're going to pan away for just a second.
Yeah, he is moving, trying to get up.
Okay. Maybe
So
just got the wind knocked out of him.
He is starting to get up.
Yeah, he's skating back over. All right.
As Henry heads onto the penalty box. So another 1 minute penalty for the Bulls with 7:37 left on the official game clock. Bulls up 2-1. And we'll be on another penalty kill. So as soon as we come off one penalty, we pop into another penalty. So this is starting to look like the second period from the last game. So out on the ice, we have Ian, Tyson, Dylan, and Hayes. Ian able to win the faceoff. Tries to get around some Bandits, can't quite do it. Centers one to Brogan. Brogan gloves it. So we'll have another face-off. No changes to the men out there for the Bulls. Ian wins the face-off, dumps it out of the offensive zone or the defensive zone. And we have an icing penalty on the Bulls. So we do have some changes here. Tyson and Hayes will come off. Ethan and Jackson will come on. Ian and Dylan still on the ice for the Bulls with 42 seconds left in this penalty kill. Puck squirts out, and Dylan just getting hacked at the entire way down the ice. Tries to get a handle on it. Goes into the wall. And they are going to make a call there. And it looks like we are going to get a penalty call finally on the Bandits.
Look, Bandits players pleading their case, but refs saying, nah, you got to go.
The parents over here saying that they were playing the puck, and I don't necessarily disagree. But, you know, when a player's on a fast break like that, anytime you're reaching around, you quit moving your feet.
They're going to call it.
Yep,
Yeah,
it's
they're
at
going to
risk.
call that. Yeah.
It's at risk. So Tyson slaps one up against the boards hard. Bandits try to send it up the boards. Jackson's there to throw it back in. Dumps it around the back of the net. Nixon throws it along the boards. Tyson comes in hot. Tries to swing it back to his defenseman, Ethan. Ethan takes a shot, but not a lot on it. Nixon with a good job knocking it free. Unfortunately, Jackson just barely got a handle on it past the blue line, and Bulls get called for an offsides. So we got 16 seconds left in the penalty play. So the Bulls have about 16 seconds left with a 5-on-4 advantage. Dylan Hunt taking the face off. Lingja able to dump it up the boards. Ricochets off of a Bandit player. Nicholas gets it, tries to take a shot. Dylan with a shot. And Dylan puts it in the goal. Nice job. So Dylan Hunt with the goal there on the power play for the Bulls. Nicholas does a good job of knocking it into the offensive zone and then taking the good shot. Bounces off the goalie just at the right time, and Dylan there to put it in the net. So Dylan wins the faceoff. Hayes tries to take a poke check, and we get an offsides on the Bandits. So we got 6:01 left on the official clock.
Yep.
Second period, scored a 3-1 the Bulls.
Looks like maybe we settling down the second period penalties a little bit. Maybe. Maybe a little early to make that call.
Maybe. Still got 6 minutes. We can get a couple more. Finnegan tries to dump it up to Ian there. Didn't quite connect. Ian goes ahead and Ian passes it up to Finnegan. Finnegan trying to battle for it. Goes over to Phillip. We are back to full strength on both sides. Ethan doing a good job battling right there, but I believe he's going to get a delayed penalty. The ref doesn't even want to call it, but he's got his arm in the air. So as soon as the Bulls touch it, we'll get the penalty call. That was the weirdest thing I've ever seen. I don't know if you noticed that, but the ref kind of threw his arm up and kind of didn't.
They've also thrown Ian in the box for an elbow. So it's going to be a 5-on-3 again, I believe.
So Coach Mike over there pleading the case. They called one penalty, and it was a delayed penalty, and it wasn't on Ian. And now they're actually going to call a penalty on Ian.
Ian's unhappy about it, and he should be. There he is. And
now Ethan's coming off. Ethan goes to the penalty. So that was the first penalty. That was the actual delayed penalty when the
that was the
ref
tripping.
raised his arm but didn't want to.
Yeah. All right.
So now we're finally getting everybody where they're supposed to go. We have Nixon, Henry, and Tyson out on the ice for this penalty kill. It's a 5-on-3 penalty kill. When the Bulls get in these multiple penalty scenarios, it's kind of tough to sort them out sometimes.
If they keep this up, Coach Warren might be back at the hotel before much longer.
Right. If you miss the beginning of our broadcast, if we get to 12 penalties within the game, the coach gets ejected. So Nixon does a good job of grabbing that puck when it's loose. He's taken across the blue line into the offensive zone. Nixon takes a shot just wide of the goal. Bandits start taking up ice. We have Tyson back on defense. Nixon catches up right off the edge of Nixon's skate. Henry's going to try to send it behind the net. Send it over to Nixon. Great pass over to Nixon. Nixon makes a man move. Another shot. And Nixon just scores with a 5-on-3 advantage.
Wow.
Nixon puts one in the net for his second goal of the day. What a fantastic shot. Just great job on the penalty kill there by the Bulls. Can't say enough about the effort with Tyson and Henry and Nixon on those 3-on-5. So 17 seconds left on both those penalties. Bulls will be at another disadvantage for about another 17 seconds. Looks like Finnegan and Jackson have both joined the fun with Tyson staying on defense. And the Bulls are back on full strength. Finnegan dumps one up to Ian, who just came in the game. They don't quite connect, though. Jackson's 2-on-1 defense, and that's a tough spot to be in. Brogan takes one off the pads, knocks it out. Ian's working it up ice. He's got Phillip over there with him. Ian working around two defenders. Keeps one on the ice, tries to take a shot. Phillip dumps one towards the middle of the net. Can't quite connect with his offense there. Ian with a poke check, pokes it out. Lingjay sends one over to Jackson. Jackson gets a hard shoulder into the wall. No call. Lingjay sends it over to Ian. Ian just flings it up ice. And we're going to have an icing call on the Bulls. You know, Justin, I don't really understand. Jackson can take a shoulder that hard into the wall, and there's no call. Yet he does that to somebody, and he gets the call every single time.
Brother, you got me. I think maybe we have a reputation for some rough play at this point. I don't know. That's all I can think.
Are we the Atlanta Fire?
Oh, no, don't say that.
So 3:03 left in the game here, or in the second period. Score 4-1 by the Bulls. Nicholas on chase. And try to work it up ice, get it out of the defensive zone. He's able to get it out. Continuing to skate with the puck. He gets it over into the offensive zone. He dumps one towards the net right off the pads of the goalie. It's like Elijah was right there with him. Dylan kind of flings that back up into the offensive zone. Dylan knocks it up against the wall. Trying to get it up to Hayes. Nicholas able to skate it back up into the offensive zone. And Dylan flings it back in. Can't quite hold it there. Nicholas with a good shot towards the goal right off the goalie's pads. Hayes takes a shot from deep blue line. Hits the goalie's pads. Both Lingjay and Hayes retreat. They got a 3-on-2 advantage for the Bandits. They take a shot towards Brogan, just wide of the net. Hayes shoots it back out. Dylan with a good stop on defense. Flings it back up the boards. The Bandits just aren't going to let it out of their offensive zone. Lingjay battles up against the wall. Hayes is going to skate with it. He flings it up to Nicholas. Nicholas takes it across center ice. It's just poke checked away. Hayes goes ahead and throws it into the offensive zone for the Bulls. Bulls take the opportunity to have a quick line change. Nixon comes in. And that looked like Tyson, who took a shot on net right there. Came out of the box hot and He and Nixon both, and Tyson got the shot off.
It's impressive that the goalie was able to trash path through all the traffic. That was a lot of people crisscrossing him.
It was.
Yeah.
There was a lot of movement right there in front of his goal. So Jackson kind of dumps one back in. Nice move by the Bandits right around Nixon. Bandits try to center one right in front of the net. Brogan is all over it. So much traffic in front of the net. We can't tell exactly what's going on. No, still no whistle, and it's just a pile of bodies in front of the net. Somebody's going to get hurt. Finally, a whistle. And Jackson was just laying there spread eagle. I hope he wore his cup. Lots of sticks right there in front of the net, and that's a dangerous.
He doesn't.
Look, that's a dangerous spot for a goalie, defenseman, any of them. So Jackson flings it up the wall over to Henry. Henry tries to get it over to Nixon, just doesn't quite get a hold on it. And is leveled by the Bandits. So we have a penalty on somebody. I'm not sure who he's pointing out.
No, it's just offsides.
Oh. Can't imagine why we don't have a penalty on somebody.
We're not going to call that elbow.
No. No need to call that check. So the Bandits getting another offsides with 7.6 seconds left. 7.6 left in the second period. Score 4-1. Bulls. Nixon wins the faceoff for just a second. Nixon clears it. And we have the end of the second period. Wow. I don't know which second period had more penalties, the first game or the second game, but
I don't know.
We definitely are a second period physical team. So we're going to take about a minute break, let the coaches talk it over, try to figure out how we can rein in the penalties, and we have a score 4-1 going into the third. So 12 minutes left in the game. Third period, score 4-1. We have Hayes and Lingjay on defense with Ian at center, Finnegan at right wing, and Phillip at left wing. Bulls take the face-off. Hayes is able to dump it up to Finnegan. Finnegan shoots it over to Phillip. Phillip gets into the offensive zone, tries to center it to Ian. Ian to Finnegan, just not quite hanging on. Hayes comes in like a lightning bolt and takes it, but now he's out of position. Ian does a good job filling in for where Hayes had to skate it up. And with 11:28 left, we have our first penalty of the third period. No other than Hayes Hallman headed to the penalty box.
That's all right. He was trying for it.
I'm hoping by the end of the day we have at least every Bulls player in the penalty box at least once. We're doing pretty good getting there.
Yeah, let's run the table.
Why not? Why not? So 1 minute power play for the Bandits. Nixon wins the faceoff, gets it over to Jackson, who shoots it out of the offensive or the defensive zone. Oh, Nixon tries a one-timer and doesn't quite connect. Henry takes it over into the offensive zone. Tries a little bit of a backhand, but not enough on it to do anything. Nixon centers it. Nobody home. Jackson does a good job keeping it on sides there. Puck goes around the back of the net. Henry doing a good job using his skates, keeping it in. Nixon flings one towards the net, just off the goalie's pads. Bandits are able to clear it out of their defensive zone. Working into the offensive zone, they get a one-on-one with the goalie, Brogan. Brogan sticks his pad out, has a great save. Ethan tries to dump it out, can't quite clear the puck. But Nixon handles it, takes it across center ice. He's got Henry open in the middle. Can't quite hang on to it. Poke checked away. And Lingze with a one-on-one opportunity here. Shot towards Brogan. It goes right off his pad. Bandits try to center it there. Ethan shoots it around the side. Ethan back up the boards to Henry. Henry trying to get a handle on it, but just can't quite do it. But Dylan swings in, takes it, gets it back over into the Bulls' offensive zone. He's working around two Bandits, and he takes a shot. And just outside the goalie's stick side. Fantastic shot by Dylan Hunt. That's his second goal of the game. So with 9:33 left on the official game clock here in the third period, the Bulls lead 5-1 with a second goal by Dylan Hunt. So Dylan taking the faceoff here. He wins it over to Nicholas. Lingche shoots it up. Bulls are no longer on a penalty kill. Bandits throw one towards Brogan, which quickly shoved off by a stick. Hayes trying to lift the stick of the defender there. Lingje gets it up to Dylan, who takes it across the blue line into the offensive zone. Dylan tries to center it over to Finnegan. Over to Elijah. Tries to center it back over to Elijah again, just off the edge of his stick. Lingje with a one-on-one opportunity. Hayes trying to lift the stick, jumps in there out of nowhere. Elijah sends it over to Nicholas. Great pass. Nicholas trying to get it back over to Dylan. Dylan across the blue line. Great pass there. Good teamwork. Dylan dumps it towards the goalie, who quickly throws a stick out there. Hayes tries to pass it up to Elijah. Hayes dumps it right into a Bandit. The Bandits trying to clear the offensive zone. Hayes steps up, takes a long reach, and can't quite hang on to it. Lingje with a poke check, and Brogan just quickly pushes that one away. Finnegan's coming to the game. He's battling along the boards. Bandits throw one towards the net, and Brogan makes an easy stop with 7:37 left in the third period. Score 5-1 Bulls.
Intense play. Intense play.
I'll tell you, this is a lot more fun than just a random tournament with a random team. We're going to see these teams multiple times throughout the season. This is, again, league play, so these are meaningful games. Jackson doing a good job keeping it up the boards. Bandits try to pass it across ice in the neutral zone. Ling J. I'm sorry, that's Ian coming around. Both have red pants, so sometimes it's hard to tell. Ian gets it over into the offensive zone. Works around one guy. Gets the puck just stolen. He had Finnegan open to the right, but couldn't quite connect with him. It's a one-on-one, and I believe ref calls that one off, says everything's clean. So the Bulls actually.
Wow, let him play for once. How about that?
The Bulls actually get a play that's close that probably could have gone either way. They don't call it that time. Thank goodness. So 6:47 left on the official game clock. Score 5-1, third period. Bulls win the faceoff, but quickly get taken and a shot on Brogan. Brogan knocks it out with his pad. The Bulls send it down ice. Bandits taking it around the back of their goal. Henry stepping up along the board, steals it. Henry's looking for somebody to center it to, but nobody there. Tyson on the other side of the net, but Bandits able to clear it. Hayes takes it, looks up ice to Nixon. Nixon makes a move. Everybody on sides. Bandits have a poke check and take it out. Ling J's going to go ahead and just take it around the. Oh, I thought he was going to take it around back of the net. Went ahead and pass it in front to Hayes. Hayes over to Nixon. Nixon takes it along the boards, puts it into the offensive zone. Puts one right on the goalie's glove, and a glove save by the Bandits.
Nixie's hungry. He wants him another one.
He wants another one. I tell you what, that kid's a hustler. He makes a difference every time he's on the ice, whether he's scoring or not. So Dylan Hunt back in the game at center. Scored 2 goals already today. Wins the faceoff. Ethan takes a shot towards the goal, just a little wide. Bandits work through the neutral zone, but somehow Nicholas ends up with it. Works it back into the offensive zone for the Bulls. Now we got a 2-on-1 advantage. Bulls quickly catch up to that 2-on-1 advantage and are able to stop the onslaught. Getting it back across the ice to Nicholas was Elijah. Elijah does a good job battling across the boards right there. Jackson Bulls on the chase. Swings around, tries to look up boards. Nobody home for the Bulls. Bandits send it across ice. Everybody on sides. They fling one towards the net, just wide of the goal. Nicholas able to clear the zone. Send it back into the neutral zone for the Bulls. Bandits control the puck, but Dylan Hunt jumps up, takes it over into our offensive zone. He's already scored twice. He looks across the ice to Nicholas. Doesn't quite connect. Nicholas looking to score. He dumps one towards the net, and it's in! Nicholas puts one in the net. A lot of traffic in front of it. Great job by everybody on the ice.
That was a case of Bandits being their own worst enemy there. That actually bounced off of the calf of the Bandits.
And unfortunately, I don't think we have a button for Nicholas. We're going to have to add one in. Nicholas was unfortunately.
My bad, Nicholas. My bad.
He was.
I'll get that fixed.
Nicholas was a late addition because we weren't sure he was going to be able to jump on with the team coming from Memphis, but we'll get him a button next time to make sure he gets credit for that score. So Brogan takes one off the pad.
He pinched it between his pad and the post. He didn't know where it was.
He didn't, but it is it's a save there for Brogan. Nice job. So with 3:55 left in the game, we have a score of 6-1 Bulls. Phillip with control of the puck, passes it over to Ian. Ian makes a move. He's got Finnegan over to the right. Phillip does a great job coming in, keeping it on sides, dumps one towards the net. Doesn't quite go. That one right past the edge of Hayes' stick. Hayes on the chase. Hayes is shoved down from the back, and it's going to be a penalty on the Bandits. Hayes just shoved down from the back. Bandits were clearly beat on that one. So the Bulls on the power play with 3:29 left in the game.
We've capitalized on a few of these today. Maybe we can do it again.
We need to. Just in case point differentials come down to the end of the season, it doesn't hurt to run up the score just a little bit. So the Bulls win the faceoff. The Bandits working into neutral ice. Ethan kind of swipes it away over to Nixon. Nixon tried to dump it up to Tyson. Tyson with a good poke check. Can't quite hang on to it. Tyson's got to get back on sides. And he does, and Jackson dumps it back over. Bandit's going to take it around the back of the net. Tyson jumps up to defend. Tyson doing a good job battling right there behind the net. Just needs to center it to Nixon. Centers it to Ethan. Ethan kind of pokes it out. Try to send one up the wall. Ethan keeps it in. Dumps it over to Nixon. Nixon with a shot. Just wide of the goal. Henry along the boards. Battling it out. Nobody to center it to. Bandits take possession. And Nixon comes in, tries to steal it out. Just gets right past Ethan's stick. But Jackson, his other defenseman's back there to back him up. Takes it around the back of the net. Great pass over to Henry. Henry takes it, passes it up to Dillon. Great pass from Ethan back up to Dillon. Jackson puts it back into the center ice. Dillon taking it across into the offensive zone. He's looking for a pass over to Elijah. Elijah's got it. He's got a blocker. Turnover by the Bulls. Great battle and a trip somewhere in there. Ethan right in the middle of all that. And another trip. I'm sorry, that's Jackson. Shot by the Bandits. Great block out there by Jackson. Nicholas takes it across center ice, works it into the offensive zone, makes a move, trying to get a shot off. He takes a shot right off the goalie's pads. Ian with a great block up against the wall, trying to work it towards the middle, trying to lift the stick, and he just shoves the guy down. No penalty. Wow. So Hayes is battling. It's thrown into the wall. Refs are just trying to get this game over with, I think, with 30 seconds left. Shot by the Bandits. Blocked off by Brogan. He continues his fantastic game with a 6-1 game here. Nicholas goes on hunt there, chasing the puck down. Gets 7 seconds left. Elijah dumps it back in with an offsides penalty with 0.8 seconds left. And they're going to go ahead and just let this game end, which I think is the right thing to do. So the Bulls now are 2-0 in league play, with the score 6-1 against the Bandits.
Well, Tyler, that was just great. I mean, great passing, great attack, great defense all around.
That's a good team win. We had several guys in the penalty box multiple times, some really good penalty kills. Awesome goalie play. I mean, I think anybody who ever watches the NHL knows you can't make a run to the Stanley Cup without good goalie play, and Brogan is continued to be fantastic. Relentless pressure from our offense, sellout by the defense. I mean, they just continue to jump in front of pucks. So good game.
All
So we will be back tomorrow. What time's our game tomorrow? 6:15 a.m.
It's like 7:10 or something.
So tomorrow we play 6:10 Central Time, 7:10 Eastern Time.
Yep.
So we'll see you guys back here tomorrow. Thanks for watching.